Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing some simple hidden tang knives. And some of you may know that this summer at the Blade Show I anticipate on testing for my Journeyman Smith rating. And with that I need to have 5 knives that the judges can examine. And I want to have a couple of the knives with slotted on guards, and I really don't have much experience doing that. So I need to get some practice under my belt before Blade Show, which is the 1st of June. So I just got back from a week in Canada where I taught an axe making class, and after the class my friend Chris and I went over to Jesse DeGeest's place, also known as the Samurai Carpenter. Spent 2 or 2.5 days there with him and his wife Courtney and 4 kids, and we just had a ball. We really appreciate the hospitality. He is a really great guy. It was just fun to hang out with another craftsman, that you know online, but you actually get to meet them in person and see who they are, and that was a really great experience. We had a lot of fun making stuff. We made some things for Jesse's shop, and you'll be seeing that in a video on his channel. I'm not sure when. I'm not going to give that away yet because I know he hasn't put that out yet, but probably in the next couple days look for that video on his channel to see what we made. So I'm going to go ahead and get started forging these knives. I just pulled out the first knife from the forge, and I'm going to go ahead and start forging the second one. That first heat's just concentrated around forging the tip out. I'm going to go ahead and put the bar back in to start forging knife number 3. What I'm doing now is just a really rough profile grind just to refine the shape a little bit. After the normalizing and heat treating and everything, I'll go back with a higher grip belt and go over that profile again. Alright, so we'll end it there. Just put those knives in the heat treating oven and they're going to start their normalizing cycles. After they're normalized, especially on the dagger, I'll go back and refine the shape on the dagger. I've got to clean the flats and then put layout lines down the whole piece since it has to be symmetrical. On the other knives, since they're not symmetrical, I can just eyeball the profile, if that makes sense. So you heard me talk about part of my trip to Canada. The last half of the trip I stayed with Jesse, the Samurai Carpenter, but the first half I was teaching class on Salt Spring Island in Thistle Rock Forge, which is a shop that is owned by Jeri, who is a full-time farrier, as well as his wife Alison. So I just wanted to give Jeri and Alison a huge shout out at Thistle Rock Forge because they were such great hosts. The shop was well equipped. They kept us well fed, like 6-course meals every day. We were forging from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. just having a blast. Here's one of the things that I forged with a couple students striking out of a leaf spring. We made this at probably about 12 a.m. It's a pretty large kukri with a forged in fuller. That was kind of fun to make after the class. And I wanted to show off this horseshoe which was gifted to me from Jeri. Jeri forged this right in front of my face in about 30 minutes with Rocky Striking, which is another farrier that I met in the class. And this is forged from a solid bar of copper. This originated as a square bar that was about this long, and I got to see them transform it into a horseshoe. And I've never been around so many farriers at once in my life. And I'll tell you one thing about farriers: they know how to forge more than probably any other like subcategory of blacksmithing, especially bladesmithing. Bladesmiths really don't know how to forge, and farriers know what they're doing. It was really fun to hang out with farriers, and to see a farrier actually make a horseshoe from scratch was just mind-blowing. And I just feel honored that he gifted this to me. It's going to be one of my most prized possessions. It'll hang up in the new shop when it's done. So go check out Jeri and Thistle Rock Forge on Instagram and Facebook. I know that next year, next March, he's going to be hosting Peter from Fire Forge, and he's going to be the main demonstrator for that class, which is, I'm sure, going to be an amazing class. So if you're interested in going to that class next year, go ahead and get with Jeri now. I want to document some of the process of creating my Journeyman Smith knives on YouTube, and I'm well aware that I need a better microphone. And I also want to get another lens. I wanted to hear what you think the best mic would be for the camera. I've been thinking about getting like a lapel mic. I see a lot of guys using those, and I was curious what your suggestions would be on a quality lapel mic that's probably no more than $700. The camera that I'm using is a Nikon D5200, so any suggestions there would be really appreciated. I want to keep doing the YouTube thing. I can't do it as frequently as some guys. There's no way that I can do daily vlogs just because, you know, YouTube is not my business. I've got a 2-year backlog right now, and I'm just really trying to fill in axe orders, and this is just kind of a side thing that I try to do. And I do want to document the process of making my Journeyman Smith knives on YouTube. So that's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll catch you next time.